Hello, I'm Robin Brazier from Bryan and Brittingham here at WBOC's Historic Studio D. You're watching Delmarva Life.
And we want to thank Robin Brazier from Bryan and Brittingham for coming in and telling us about their Women Supporting Women event that's happening. Well, the light is officially shining brightly in Cambridge. The Choptank River Lighthouse, a project years in the making, now stands at Long Wharf Marina.
Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros. Inside the lighthouse, there is an official dedication coming up this weekend as well, and you're going to tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, Lisa and Jimmy, the dedication ceremony is going to be taking place this Saturday, and then it's going to be open to the public on Sunday. It's a moment a lot of people have been waiting for, and one of those people is Jackie Noller. She is the president of the Choptank River Lighthouse Society. Basically, the first thing we should say is you guys would not have gotten to this moment if it wasn't for all the help that you've received over the last couple of years for people who've made this possible.
That's correct, Brian, and I'll say even more, a decade of help. It's like a winning football team. Lots of people took it from one end of the field over the goal line. Those people who helped write the legislation and start the grant writing, to the people who did the fundraising, to the construction of this beautiful facility. A lot of players, a lot of time and effort.
I just mentioned dedication ceremony is on Saturday. It's then going to be open to the public on Sunday. We should mention, though, after that there are some details that have to be ironed out, so it won't be opened right after Sunday, but it will eventually down the road.
Yes, this facility has been enabled by legislation that requires it to be a dockmaster facility, and that half of the building will be dedicated to the dockmaster's office, but the other half is a maritime art and history museum to this lighthouse. We were one of the hundreds or so of the lighthouses in the Chesapeake Bay. The Choptank River Lighthouse was that until 1964 when it was dismantled. So this side of the facility will be a Lighthouse Museum that talks about the history of this particular lighthouse and what happened being the only lighthouse that served two states in history, both Virginia and Maryland, the business that went on around the lighthouse, in terms of the waterways, the vessels that went through, the fishing that went around it, and the life on the lighthouse. We have a couple of artifacts that were used in the lighthouse that are on display. We have beautiful models of the various sailing vessels that were plying the waters around the lighthouse in its heyday. We also have a beautiful model by a local craftsperson who put a model of the actual lighthouse in place for us. So it's a beautiful place to see history and understand our maritime heritage.
And we should mention, too, real quick, why the lighthouse is not going to be open right away after Sunday's public opening.
Again, because it's a public facility, as I said, there are code restrictions, and one of them is a fire sprinkler system as well as a chairlift. Our fire sprinkler system is a very complex piece of equipment, set of equipments, because it's a 3-football length area we had to cover to get the fire sprinkler system to work. And it is not yet passed the final test, and that has to be done before we can allow the public to come in full time.
All right, but then they can definitely see it this weekend now, a little
Absolutely.
preview, a little tease for them all.
On Sunday, the 23rd, from noon to 5, we have another event in Cambridge called Dorchester Showcase, and all the public is invited to come on down and take a look at the lighthouse here at the marina.
All right, very good. So we're going to go over here now to Don Murray, who is the general contractor on the project. You know, people see homes being built, buildings being built. What's it like to build, construct a lighthouse?
Well, Brian, obviously it's a challenging project. We're very glad to be part of it. Working over the water obviously present a lot of challenges, life safety issues, employees wearing life jackets, tied off to the roof structure, things such as that, plus just the fact that it's a 6-sided structure. And we were very glad to be a part of it.
It's very impressive in here, the museum part. It's very nice. The view is awesome from up here. I mean, you guys must be very proud to have taken part in this project, to kind of see it through from start to finish.
Yes, Gillis Gilkerson is very proud of this project and very proud to be a part of the team.
All right, and it certainly shows. So thank you, Don, very much. So again, we want to give you all of the details regarding the dedication ceremony. It's going to be taking place this Saturday, September 22nd. Now, unfortunately, the tickets have sold out, but if people want to come down to Long Wharf Marina and bring a chair and sit down, they can definitely see the lighting ceremony that's going to be taking place at 8 o'clock. And then again on Sunday from noon to 5, it is open to the public, so definitely come on down and take a look at it. It's certainly very impressive. And then after that, there are some details that have to be ironed out, but the lighthouse will eventually be reopened to the public in the coming weeks or months. So definitely A nice sight to be had down here along the Choptank River. With that said, Jimmy and Lisa will send it back to you guys in the studio.
That's exciting.
How awesome is that with the weather cooling off? What a great
Yes.
time to visit the lighthouse.
Yeah, and it's also the perfect time to start enjoying our favorite fall foods. Up next on Delmarva Life, we head into the kitchen to show you how to make this.
Oh yeah, apple dumplings, so even Lisa and I can't mess, well, Lisa can't mess them up as well. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.